What up, peeps? It's your girl, Vash. Come back on takes. Well, so time, guys, is reaction time. This will be to Parasite the Grey. This is for episode 2, titled episode 2. Now, again, like I stated before with the first episode, I'm truly invested. I loved the first episode being introduced to the characters, the main one being Suin, and seeing the situation that comes about when we come across these, parasites coming from the sky and seeing what happens, of course, like I stated at a festival, and then a situation that happens with Suin dealing with a disgruntled customer at the market or superstore. So needless to say, all this happening, at first not realizing what's really going on. And then as time goes on, you learn a little bit more. You see what's happening where these parasites take over, humans to become the overall host of a human. And then pretty much enabling themselves to be able to control their brain function and all that. And with that being said, other things are happening where they're trying to rally together, as a group and all that, and forming, some sort of. I still don't know fully what their overall, end game really is, but being that we have a detective who has started a task force who has learned quite a bit and hence dealing with her own issues, being that one of those parasites took over her husband, and having definitely more information to share, with other people in regards to law enforcement. Hence, one of the other police officers who is friendly with Suin, you see how he comes there after she's been, pretty much traumatized, stabbed and all that. But then, of course, again, like we stated before, how those, scars she had, whatever, they look like they're old, whatever, but to her, it's like, no. So then it's just like a lot of stuff's not making sense, and they're thinking she's kind of disoriented and all that, and not remembering how things could really be, being that she, dealt with this traumatic, experience. Then with that being said, excuse me, you're also dealing with just seeing what these parasites can do once they're within the human form. You see how it just opens up the face and all that, how, it can, go back. It's just, I'm literally still am amazed at, what is happening, and just the overall, just the way the special effects are done, but just it looks just magnificent. So I'm giddy just discussing it now, but I will say I'm really looking forward to seeing. I really wish they'll show some, past, scenes with the detective's husband, the one who's in charge of task force and all that, since we can't see him because he's being covered and he's being used to kind of find a way to hone in on some of them. And it seems to be working. She showed up at a place where a gentleman, of high importance was there with a woman, all the while not realizing they have this little, as they say, pantry. They utilize all these, bodies to get the clothes and put here, and they put them in there. I don't know if they're trying to get parasites that will become host to these bodies that are in the pantry. So much I'm really looking forward to getting a little bit of understanding. But one in particular individual, I'm definitely wanting to see what happens and how she's going to navigate the situation now as Suin, being that one of the gentlemen, sister, became infected. He didn't realize what was going on with her and all, followed her, and they confronted, Suin, trying to see if she was, of course, one of their kin. So now you're seeing what's happening. Now I'm clearly wanting to know, moving forward, how's she going to do this? She going to at first not want to do that? Is she afraid? But then those two individuals did, approach her. So they're going to probably want to ask her if she's going to come to their organization. You saw the symbol. So I'm just looking forward to seeing how the story definitely progresses with all the different characters that I've listed in this. So I've ran it on enough. So with that said, let's go and jump into it. I'll say those some thoughts from you guys.
이거 전화 안 걸리던데 다시 살아나는 거죠?
그럼요. 미납 요금이 있네요.
빨리 좀 살려주세요.
네, 알겠습니다.
아저씨 버리는 거예요 이거?
아, 이게 다 파는 거지 뭘 버리긴 버려.
핸드폰 바꾸고 올 테니까 이거 고쳐놔요.
예.
오늘 아침부터 웬 사람들이 아저씨를 찾더라고요. 아저씨 사진 들고 이 근처에서 엄청 물어보고 다니던데.
그 부품이 지금 퀵으로 오는 중.
그새 건질렀어?
미안.
Oh, you're not strong, asshole. Oh wow, a bunch of them. I know that's great.
할 말 있어? 뭔데?
홍두표 애들 코앞이라면서요.
더 중요한 일이 있어 이 병신아.
욕을 하시고 그래.
이따 밤에 9시에 만나.
예.
내가 주소 보내놓을게.
예.
막둥아 어딨냐?
팀장님, 네, 고생 많으십니다.
팀장님 팬이었습니다. 우리나라 최고의 프로파일럿이잖아요. 경찰대 교수님이기도 하시고. 혹시 저 괜찮으시면 사인 한 번만 해주셔도 되겠습니까? 감사합니다. 이제는 뭔가 좀 가치 있는 일을 해.
우리 경사님께서 뭐 기생생물 찾는데 협조를 많이 해주신다면 제가 본부에다가 얘기해 볼 수 있겠죠?
정말
네, 경찰서 가서 정산해야 되니까 영수증 주시고요.
아저씨,
너 쉬는 시간 언제야?
현재 의식은 없는데요. 아무 이상은 없다고 합니다.
게다가 피해자 옷은 본인의 혈흔으로 잔뜩이거든요.
그 사람은 절 칼로 찔렀고 따라왔는데 갑자기 죽었다고요?
Oh boy.
너 여기 새치 있다, 새치.
저 세치 없는데? 세치 아니잖아요.
잘못 봤네. 그래도 무슨 일 있으면 바로바로 연락해야 된다. 몸은 괜찮아?
Who's this?
아는 사람이야?
아니야, 그냥.
아, 맞다. 이리 와.
이거 뭐예요?
선물? 기운 내라고.
There they go.
목사가 너에게 할 얘기가 있다고 한다. 자동차에 타라.
우리는 재능 있는 동족들이 필요하다. 인간의 뇌를 빼앗고 나서 살아남기 위해 각자 자신의 재능들을 다듬었다.
Man says
목사에게
Alex.
인간의 표준.
변종이네. 아이씨, 괴물 있는데 가지 말라니까 말 졸라 차한 듯.
우리 동족을 사냥하는 경찰 조직이 있다. 우리 동족이 그 여자에게 발각되는 건 시간 계획이 필요하다. 우리 동족은 모두 그 여자에게
Oh, damn.
얼마 전 우리는 하나의 목표를 가지고 등장했습니다. 인간의 뇌를 빼앗아 존재 스스로의 의문을 가지기도 전에 인간은 우리에 대한 연구를 하고 우리를 쫓고 우리 동료를 이용해
Yes, it is. Oh, wow. Get out of there, buddy. Is that a high look? Oh! buddy.
번식이 불가능한 우리가 지속적인 생존을 하기 위해선 인간과 마찬가지로 그리고 그 조직을 위해서 각자가 가진 재능들을 합쳐야 합니다. 그것이 인간의 압살을 피해
Little idiot. Is that his sister? Oh, it is. Really? Right now, at that moment, where you could lose your life?
인간이 벌써 근처까지 왔군요. 당장 저 인간부터 죽이는데 여러분이 갈고 닦았던 재능을 사용한다.
차 돌려! 여기다가 다 죽어!
뭐 하는 거야?
너네들이 침입자들인가?
뭐라는 거야, 이씨. 꺼지라고! 아니, 어르신. 뭐, 보험 비싼 거 드셨어? 어?
Oh, wow.
뭐야? 침입자가 너야?
남편 주유소 있어. 남편 주유소.
아, 일단 이쪽은 안 돼. 이쪽으로 와.
도망친 놈이 있다. 내가 처리할 테니 이놈들을
Oh, he flies.
형님! 규야! 새끼! 뭐 아니? 네. 미쳤어요. 경찰이 미쳤어요? 뭐 하는 거야? 경찰이 안 돼. 멈춰. 절대 안 돼. 씨발. 미쳤다고. 야, 근데 영등포 애들 어떻게 온 거야? 누가 알려준 것처럼?
I mean, I cannot.
야, 너구나. 빨리 오세요.
Get out the car, buddy. Come on. Jesus.
정도 형님이 형 죽이라고 시킨 거야.
야. 헛소리야.
야, 근데
너는 동족 섞여 있는 건가 인간과 넌 우리에게 위협이다. 해야 해.
Oh, you're not telling him nothing. I know that's right. Get your ass back.
날개 같은 복잡한 움직임을 하면 공격력은 거의 제로가 된다.
아기다.
Peace out.
너도 뒤지게! 얼른 손 잡아!
How she doesn't do that? You are far away. Where did he go? Oh, she got him. Oh, Jesus.
생존에 도움이 안 되는 동거인이구나.
마트 리사를 연기해주고 점원 기생생물이네. 정수인?
All right, you guys, this episode was so good. Just keeps getting better. So much going on. Okay. I will say with Sue-Ann, it's going to be very interesting how things are going to progress with her and her having to deal with so many now individuals coming for her. You're first dealing with the fact that the officer who's known her since she was a young kid is, of course, he's concerned. He's is interested and want to make sure she's okay, but then he has his own agenda. You see what happened in the last episode where the task force, the leader of the detective, she had talked about certain instances that you could figure out, who might be, a parasite within, a human host. One of them was being, if you take, a piece of hair, I think it's supposedly if you take it and after a while it dissolves or whatever, that lets you know, I think, if I'm not mistaken, that this person definitely is, it has a parasite in them and all that. They're not real, not human anymore. Now, mind you, him coming there, visiting her, checking up on her, and then, playing it off like, oh, something in her hair and all that. She's like, oh, she's not unbeknownst to that because she has no idea certain instances of how they would be able to gather information to know. He did take it, so he's probably going to find a way, test it, whatever. I will say this with him. I know he deep down he hopes that's not the case and it's not true. I don't know, being that she's been fully taken over, being that she was, of course, hurt, and the parasite said they had to heal her with and all that. So half her still there and half of the this parasite. So it might not work, but we'll see how that turns out. Hence the actual detective on the task force. Now, mind you, also you're dealing with these two so-called Ken showing up, after she's getting off work, talking about the pastor wants to meet her, certain things about her, an overall way of, kind of blending in with the human, all that, her abilities and certain things that she does, that he is taking kind of like a interest in her, and that's why he wants to meet her. Mind you, I did make a comment about the female, which is, I think, Soul. I don't know if she's a family member's aunt or older sister and all that. I just feel like she does not particularly care for Sue-Ann and all that, and it's very obvious because, of course, when she actually had to show her true self, she was kind of hesitant and all that, playing it off, but she eventually did. But there's still, the guy kind of just unfazed or whatever. He wants to meet, so they take her. Now, mind you, we're dealing with Soul. He is a mystery to me. The things he's doing in the first episode, trying to get to this, top guy. I don't know if there's certain things that happen where they might have done something, all that, and he's, trying to get payback or whatever. That's why he tried to kill him. I really am trying to understand how, he's wrapped up in certain things he's doing. He definitely seemed like he's kind of like, a scammer, a grifter and all that, whatever. Just kind of trying to just, stay afloat, does what he needs to do, make the money he needs to make, quick money, whatever, and all that. That's the vibe I get from him in this instance. But you can also tell in one instance that he definitely, cares about his family. Hence his sister, where you see how in the first episode, him asking, like, have you seen my sister? Like, I don't know where she's at, whatever. Just playing off, but very, straight poker face. So he's not buying it. But then her phone's in there, it's cracked. What happened? I didn't really say anything because I kept thinking, did she do something to his sister and all that? And as you see in this episode, when he shows up after having that pamphlet with the symbol, and coming to a realization about his sister, is so unfortunate. But I will say, I like how he was determined to figure out where his sister's at, get the phone working, all that, all the while, those guys, who work for whoever that boss guy is, with all those still looking for him, people ratting him out, just a whole mess with that. So on top of finding his sister, you're dealing with this. She's trying not to get killed. he eventually shows up. He goes there and all that, and then eventually he sees Sue in there, and he told her we're supposed to go and all that. But of course, she had to be persuaded, a certain way, and she had to go. Now, mind you, this is where it gets interesting. We meet the pastor. We have like a good maybe 2 or 3 dozen people probably there all bunched up. We get a message from one of the gentlemen who showed up at that little abandoned warehouse where they were going to use this guy, I don't know, in regards to probably another, politician's body and all that. Basically, this group of, organization of this that they're putting together are probably trying to hone certain people of certain stature so they can kind of walk amongst all of them so they can kind of blend in and be able to, extract and do certain things and all that. So they can definitely have more dominance. Now, listening to what the pastor's saying about, taking over, eating away all, uh, human, mankind or whatever humans, but listening to how he really feels in regards to how humans and this and that and the things that we do and not understanding why we do the things we do, but yet and still here you are, coming from the sky, taking over bodies, and then you're wondering why. Now he does make a comment that he's not, how they became exposed and them people really realizing, what they were. Hence that episode that happened with that young guy who was asleep, during that, fest that was happening, and just exposed himself and was killing people and all that. So once they got that on video, people were taking pictures, selfies, whatever. That's what happened. And then you're seeing other instances, like I said, with the detective, her husband, all that. I would like to know backstory, how he came to be, what happened, or whatever. Where were they at? Because this stuff was falling all over the place. So we'll probably eventually, I hope we do get a couple of flashbacks of some scenes of noticing, like we did with Sue, and how she came to be, with her parasite. Now, mind you, listening to him saying how we all need to collectively come together and use our abilities and all that, use it to whatever, because I don't think they have enough parasites now that they can, continue, taking, over bodies and all this. So they're trying to, for whatever has fallen, deal with what they have. But I'm trying to understand what's the point of the bodies that they're putting in there. So I want to see what's going to happen there in the pantry, and then also what Soul sees in that, what looks like to be that barn. I will say this, there's a scene where you see where the guy, probably checking in, might have saw somebody go in there and just kind of come in there, and his, ability, open up his face and then checking with the eye. I was just like, are you kidding me? And we see, like I stated, him, kind of getting around, maneuvering all that and everything, but then he comes across his sister. And I'm like, please, Lord, do not. I want him to have the emotion, don't get me wrong, but in this moment, you're trying to stay alive. And him, almost literally going off, but then he does something. I'm like, at times can be kind of, comes off, thinking on his feet, smart, but then in certain instances, not so. The fact that he felt the need to go and try to fight this thing, and then they all sense the danger, and then you see how they turn. He's like, somebody, some human has found us or whatever, not a trespasser. So they're dealing with that. Mind you, clearly, someone, of course, kind of ratted him out, and they found where he was at. He's trying to go, yeah, get me out. And then you see what happens. They show up and like, all these trespassers, we're going to deal with this. And that's when all of a sudden it ensues. They killed them so that he doesn't have to deal with that. That's one less thing. But then, I like how Suin, with the one scene, kind of shows them all leaving, like, go use your abilities and all that to deal with this trespasser, hence more trespassers. But you see how she kind of looks at him, and the pastor kind of looks at her like getting a little bit of a vibe, like definitely a little bit different from the rest. But then you see how Soul gets away, and the one who asked her to come to that meeting, he decides today, like, one of them got away. I was not expecting him to be flying. So I'm looking forward to some of these other abilities and certain things we'll see with some of the other ones, other parasites, in human form, what they can do as well. But that right there totally caught me off guard. I'm surprised I didn't literally holler out, but I literally was shocked. I know my mouth was probably open. But I like the scene where, as her host, parasite host stated, when she's in danger, it comes out. And clearly, when they got in the car, his friend showed up. He was at this gas station waiting, and you see how Buddy ripped off the hood of the car, and they go at it. Eventually they get into it, her and whatever, and then he realizes, you're not for us. You're not one of our kin. You're a threat to us and all that. And I like how he tried to get away. And I said, like, no, keep your ass here. And she's like, you ain't going nowhere. But I like how she makes a comment, like, he's not you know, definitely with your abilities, but not thinking a little clearer and all that, and certain complex in regards to how he was about to venture off and all that. And, you know, she was able to catch him and thwart his departure. But yeah, we're waiting to see what's going to happen with the woman. Now that she doesn't have her little side, you know, guy with her when they're going around probably trying to find more of them. And I wonder how the pastor's going to feel, with, you know, probably kind of sensing that, whatever, but not going to be able to really say anything. They're going to probably have a full introduction eventually where they're going to probably be talking. I'm curious to see how that pans out. But I like how, you know, Saul and Suin definitely, you know, eventually, you know, talking, she was able to save him, but her parasite side, because she was like, she's so weak, like, you know, she had to save him. She was too far away from the car. I was just like, how is she gonna get, girl, you gotta go closer. So when she showed up, whatever, came back out and saved him and all that, and poor thing, he finally just broke down. And I knew it was coming. There was no way he could hold it in for longer. But I will say this, Suin, again, another, you know, situation that's gonna happen besides, you know, the cop who knows her, pastor, and now you're dealing with that detective from that task force. When they sent the files, you know, that they've been working on and all that, and her face on, she's like, "Oh, you're a parasite." And I'm like, "Here we go." Oh, it's going to be very interesting for her to stay alive. Please. I really like her and I feel for her. I'm hoping she is able to and explain herself, and they might utilize her and not, you know, try to, but you never know. That detective might, you know, listen to what she says, might use her like her husband, but in the end up still killing her because, you know, we'll have to see how this all pans out. But again, great episode. Truly am enjoying this series so far. So with that said, you guys, comment below. Let me know what you think. And with that said, I'll see you guys next reaction. You guys take care.